Gender equality in the Amba community. Respecting women's equality plays a vital role in fostering a just, inclusive, and progressive society. Gender equality is a fundamental human right and a cornerstone for social, economic, and cultural development. When women are treated with respect and given equal opportunities, it leads to tangible benefits for families, communities, and nations as a whole. Honourable Dr. Zumra Nuru developed 4 guiding principles at the age of 4, followed by a 5th principle when he was around 18 years old, all of which are regarded as vital for everyone to embrace and implement. For many years, Zumra adhered to these principles on his own. However, in 1972, he established the Amba community alongside a small group of friends. He introduced these principles to his companions, demonstrating practical ways to incorporate them into their daily lives. Among these principles, one is respecting the right to equality for women. Zuman's mother and father were farmers who worked together on the farm. However, when they returned home in the evening, the father's responsibilities ended for the day, while the mother's work continued. She took on numerous tasks, including cooking what, or a traditional sauce, baking injera, collecting firewood, fetching water, nursing babies, washing the family's feet, and grinding grains by hand. These household chores were a regular part of her daily life. Even after completing her farm duties, her husband would often assign her additional tasks. While the rest of the family slept, she stayed up late to finish her work, rising again at dawn to start the day's chores. Despite her relentless efforts, it was impossible for her to complete all the housework. When tasks were left unfinished, her husband would scold her, often saying, "What are you doing sitting here?" She was assaulted, insulted, cursed at, and sometimes beaten. When Zumra observed this situation, he couldn't tolerate what was going on. Zumra arose. Questions about the inequity. Did my mother have more energy than everyone else? Housework was only her duty, nobody else's. Farm work was shared between my mother and my father. The children who lived and were cared for in the house were both of their children. Why didn't my father help my mother with the housework, when she helped him with the farm work? When she failed to accomplish all those house duties and farm work, why did he beat her? Does my mother have extra strength? Why didn't my father at least wash his feet by himself? Zumra couldn't find a way to help his mother. When she was busy with all her different tasks, he wanted to help her. When he tried to help his mother by grinding grains on the mill, he realised he was too short to reach the mill. So he put stones in a row and climbed up on them, and tried to grind, but the grains passed through without being ground. His failure to help his mother made him feel disappointed. Fetching water became a practical way to assist. Carrying a small metal flask, called it Coda, Zumra made frequent trips to the stream, helping the mother throughout the day. At the stream, the child often encountered other youngsters who admired their eloquence and playfully asked them to perform by speaking aloud. Although the attention felt awkward, Zumra continued to prioritise helping his mother. Initially, it seemed this division of labour and mistreatment was specific to their family. However, when Zumra was observing other households, revealed the same pattern. Inequality in the division of labour wasn't the only problem. Domestic mistreatment was widespread. When couples quarrelled and divorced, husbands would often force their wives out of the home, locking the doors and sometimes resorting to violence. Many women have suffered under such circumstances, a reality that deeply troubled Zumra Nuru's mind. He questioned why this inequality existed. If it stemmed from physical strength, he thought, why not channel that strength into productive work instead? He believed that both men and women, mothers and fathers, should have the right to equality. Zumra recognised that men are capable of doing what women do, and women are capable of doing what men do. The only exceptions, he noted, are pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding, which are unique to women. Thus, he argued, work should not be divided based on gender, but rather according to ability. Zumra practiced what he preached. When his wife gave birth, he took on all the housework and cared for both her and their children. In their partnership, he emphasized equality in work, in managing resources, and in decision-making. For Zumra, there was no distinction in status between himself and his wife. They were true equals in every sense. Respecting women's equality is not just a moral obligation, it is a practical necessity for building a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Ensuring respect and fairness towards women benefits all of humanity, enabling societies to unlock their full potential. When the topic of gender equality is brought up today, we have the privilege of hearing from Honourable Dr. Zumra Nuru, whose insightful and powerful words resonate deeply. What we offer to them is what we have snatched to them, what the nature provided to them. His words carry a timeless message of generosity and harmony with the natural world.
Look the pipe. It is coming. Bravo.
The community has eliminated all traditional harmful practices, including gender-based distinctions in work tasks. A new culture of work has been established, where the division of labour is determined by personal capability rather than gender. In the community, all tasks are shared equally between men and women, except for those naturally exclusive to women, such as pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. Both men and women participate in household chores and activities outside the home based on their abilities. Men engage in traditionally female-associated tasks, such as baking injera, cooking local foods, fetching water, nursing children, and more. Similarly, women take on roles traditionally reserved for men, such as farming and weaving. This practice of assigning tasks without regard to gender fosters independence, allowing women to work independently of men, and men to work independently of women. As a result, tasks are completed without being left undone due to reliance on specific gender roles. In our Amba, equality is evident not only in work, but also in areas like wealth management, decision-making, and participation in community committees. This approach ensures that all members of the community contribute meaningfully and equally, creating a more balanced and harmonious society.
So